There we go.
Alright.
We're live back in Martinez?
Yes, Martinez.
Is that the name of the city or the region?
It's the sort of like a neighborhood in the city, I guess I'd say.
Okay.
The city's Revachol.
Revachol, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. That's how we get there. Continue. So, yeah. I spent last episode just kind of exploring kind of the limits of the space we have right now. Kind of beginning some possibly new threads. I think the big two right now are going to the Union and trying to negotiate help to get the body down. There's also the bookstore one, which seems intriguing.
Yeah.
Trying to decide which one I want to pursue. I assume you've done both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have an idea of how long each one takes?
Going to the Union will probably be longer.
Okay.
And I think if you're going to do the jump, I think you might be stuck in there for a bit until you can find a way out. But I think that's not too bad.
Okay. I might do the bookstore then. I did name the title of the stream after it anyway, so I would be kind of misleading if I... Oh yeah, Jeff, I talked to the lady in the wheelchair. I think I exhausted the dialogue from her, just giving a bit of a background on Revachol, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right here.
So you do also have to find some money.
I guess. Oh yeah, I should probably... But I'll need a flashlight for this spooky area. There we go. Oh, I can move it around with my...
Look at all your equipped items.
Yes.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Alright.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Let's get tab here. Okay. That's a chair. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. The unmanly haircut threatens. Oh no!
Oh dear.
I didn't take psychic damage, so
that's good.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed out, dark echo. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Detective, you're the one in charge.
Oh, okay, we got some gym equipment here. Doing some lifting. Seems dripping. Okay. So, some sort of weight. Oh, what is this? Oh, shot put ball. Okay. Got a barbell here. We got a bench here. Some... I don't know what they call these barbells, but they've got the curves in them to make them easier to grip for like curls and stuff. The straight ones are more for like deadlifts and squats. Citius Fortis, and the rest is worn off. Leather and sweat. Worse, they look unsafe. The barbell.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with.
Oh, man.
Why does it feel so familiar?
8%. Yes.
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. A memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Oh, Kim's got something to say, maybe.
I guess.
He's got a...
What is this place? Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a ray of streetlight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's closed.
Kim, not a fan of whimsy, I guess.
No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Am I have to worry about like batteries in my flashlight or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That doesn't sound familiar.
Oh, window panes and debris. Okay. Demijohn?
Yeah, I don't know that term.
Full of strange liquid. Stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. It's got some taxidermy stuff.
Oh, Demijohn is just kind of like a large jug for storing liquid.
Oh, okay. I wonder if that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
That could be your new screen name.
Yeah, I haven't changed it in a while.
I didn't see what that said when I clicked on it.
I was looking at what a demijohn was.
Oh. Is this a statue? Oh, stop. I want to direct the flashlight, but I don't know. Yeah. Some vaguely human shape. Okay. Some drawers there. Money.
We'll have to watch the VOD back, see what that said.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural.
It mentioned my flashlight. I wonder if it's different if I
Yeah,
just go in here in
imagine
complete darkness.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You
Oh
make
my.
out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Oh my.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Yeah, I know Tom Parkson Morgan certainly does. He built, like, the world of Icon while building the world of Lancer.
Yeah.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. Just look at those details. So much effort.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Oh my.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player.
All these tapes I need to get.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap. Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
That was a 40 check. Interesting.
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 zones would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Is that a door?
I think so.
How do I get back there? Okay. Blue velvet. Oh, I guess I have to go. Oh, okay, here we go. Now I can go into this one. Oh, money!
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
Interisolary.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
Interesting.
Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
That's why that's electrochemistry check.
Take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. It all looks like a modified version of the We World board game, with hit death thrown in. No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... Ah, yes. The doom of bad business practices. Okay, let's keep moving.
Okay. Skis a slipstream. Top. Steel rotor blades. Slipstream. Okay.
Oh, was we talking about a mannequin near you?
Oh.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some around.
Oh yeah, there's one on the desk there. There's a cat up on the chair.
Yep.
Most advanced RPG in the universe. Okay, so I think.
Yeah, I don't think you've gone through the door yet.
Oh.
Oh, and you
New
need to
screen.
find something to put in that, like, computer.
Computer.
Yeah.
Another tape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I see a big bear.
Yeah, watch out. It's got glowing red eyes.
Oh god, it does. I didn't notice that. Oh, drugs.
Drugs are fun.
Oh.
Oh, Jason.
Oh, bear has like a door on. Oh, I had a thing pop up here. Also, the coal chute above. Okay.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty.
That's
All
my
you see
keyboard.
are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
What does the note say?
I think you might have to examine it, I guess.
Okay.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
Oh, yeah.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Alright. Let's see.
Might be under the interact. Click interact, I think.
Up there.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled S I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important.
I think that's the thing
I'd
for
do
the
it myself
computer.
if I
in the
live
other
in a
room.
civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Filament memory of the offset copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Okay.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer. Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Interesting.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Ugh.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
Chatter.
The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
This cat.
Easy, please.
You really need to chill out.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna throw you out. Oh, shit.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
The coal?
You muster all your strength and yell. Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than a dry croak. A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you. The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there. Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later.
Yep. I'm going to try and kick
A
it.
thick layer of cold, a hollow ring goes
Oh.
through the furnace.
I regret that.
Well, you learned a valuable thing about kicking heavy metal objects.
Yeah.
It will hurt you.
Oh, ice cream maker. Alright, so we need to get in there somehow.
Ooh.
Ah. Oh, another ice cream maker. It's still running.
Oh god. Wasting so much power.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time.
Okay.
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Equip the pry bar by going to the tools tab.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or
No!
an entrepreneur.
Not an entrepreneur.
What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar?
Well, you could try using your regular pry bar.
Am I gonna
It seems
lose
to
another
suggest-
thing of health?
Oh, no. I don't remember if this one, like, costs you health.
Can I determine which hand I put it in so I still have a flashlight?
I
Here we
think if you
go.
drag it over the square, it'll... Oh, maybe not. There you go.
Oh, right there. I did it.
Figured it out.
This orange machine
Oh,
is
yeah,
buzzing.
still very low. Even.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Unplug either one. Oh, it says, oh. That was the fed for that
For your
one I lost kicking the
You're kicking
furnace.
it.
I don't know why I even kicked it. I don't know
general
what that
hatred
would've
of
done.
furnaces. Alright, Daisy, settle down.
Yeah, okay, she's settled down. You're
Calm your tits.
Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Interesting. There's something down here. Oh. A mesh tank top.
yeah.
Alright. Okay, there's stairs there. I wonder if that might lead to another screen. And then there's this area
Yeah.
here.
And they said there was like a hidden door somewhere. I think
Yeah.
You might be able to move around
Up
somewhere
that
over
way.
there. Get through.
There's some money. Cellar window. People's feet shuffling on the street. Oh, so we're underground now. It sounds like. Don't see anything I can interact with. Oh, never
you can
mind.
just move
I
through
just
it,
went
looks
right
like.
in there. All right. See rifles.
Ooh.
It's piping. They look inoperable. It's like some busted guns beneath the ceiling. There's something right here.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
already went over here. That's right. Oh yeah, I can unplug the bear in the ice cream machine. See if that does anything.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing.
That'll affect my ability to open it now.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Maybe I have to come back another day or something.
Yeah, it might take a while to defrost.
Oh, we're over here.
Oh yeah, you might be able to just get into that area from here now.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. I don't have time for your stupid game.
Oh, it's face.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Wrote Orlando here.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Artemetep's boxing for young athletes in gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens. Try again. You didn't press it up.
Thank you for calling the 24-hour window company. This is an automated message. Are you experiencing a window-related emergency? During non-business hours, please call 00725 477 651. The streets are mean, but we're always there for you.
No, not a window-related one.
12 name cards on the call box read. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. She must be mistaking you for someone else. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Ever since I came to live here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally again.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Oh, a volition.
Yeah. Volition to call back. Interesting.
Huh. Oh, I see right here it says Snake Eyes always loses and Boxcars always wins.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Oh, Whirling in Rags.
Yeah.
East Delta pinball entrance.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Daisy, ridiculous.
Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Should I call the Whirling in Rags?
Nothing happens.
Oh, what?
Must be
Doorbell.
disconnected.
They don't want to talk to you.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we can talk to her again.
Yeah. I think there might have been some places to investigate left in the commercial district as well. Like the there was the area like above that chimney you listened into.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember exactly how you get in there.
Okay.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus? Yes, yes. How was it?
Daisy, she's done with me. I was wiggling around too much.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
God.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
You don't have anything of substance to tell her until you found that entity of hers.
Oh, okay. So I still need to find the entity.
Yes.
Okay. Once more to the breach. And my name might be Michelle. Alright, we're back in the gym here.
Yeah.
Did I click on that before?
Oh, yeah, I think I see. If you go up to the top right, kind of.
Okay.
Oh, hey, you found a filament memory.
Oh.
That's valuable. You can sell it for a lot. Or you can put it in the machine.
Ooh.
See, there's like a door there. I don't know if you went through that one.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. Let's talk to the computer.
Yeah.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Indian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core? Good. Please repeat the password. Received. I will register this login.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to. One moment.
Okay.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. Any other questions? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Some kind of operator or something.
Yeah. I think so.
I work as a repeater at the East Indian Repeater Station.
Okay.
It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident. Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. Nothing happens.
No.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Alright, so over here.
Yeah.
I must have missed this.
It's a bit hard to see that door.
Ah, okay, it's on the other side of that debris. Oh, okay.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney.
Ah.
This must be where the entity lives. Again, your voice becomes a raspy crack mid-sentence. It's silent in the abandoned office building. No one answers you. You took your shot and still missed. Well, you did your best, champ. Shame it wasn't good enough.
She's in a puddle of melting snow. Postcard.
Oh yeah, you might try to find the pawn shop too, so you can sell stuff.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's around somewhere, but I don't know if it's opened up yet, but I would assume so.
As before, an iron
Okay.
Yeah. I need to excuse myself for a second.
Okay.
If you want to explore around, feel free.
Okay.
As before, an iron safety curtain curves before your
Interesting. Don't see anything else I can interact with here. That's the way to the next screen. Let's investigate this area one more time. Oh. Maybe I should try kicking the furnace again.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Oh, I guess I can try yelling again. I thought I would need to do something to unlock it again. Oh, +1 kicked the furnace. Alright. Maybe we'll wait till John's back.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected, but malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Why would I do this?
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Probably not strong enough. Okay. So I need a better pry bar. I wonder if I should plug stuff back in. I could plug the bear back in.
Both cables are unplugged somewhere in the dark. A giant electrical mammal stirs to life.
And this is the bunker over here. Oh no, the bunker's over that way. Does this lead outside? Yes, I think so. I gave a once over to the area again, and it looks like kicking the furnace might have given me another attempt at shouting at the furnace. So
cool.
I'll do that again.
Nice. Yeah, sorry about that. That cat loves stepping on my bladder, and
She's up in the cat tower now, so
hopefully that lasts for a while.
yeah, that's fine. She likes stepping in places that probably shouldn't.
A thick layer of coal dust covers
He's
the
+1
furnace,
kicks the
coloring
furnace.
it
Yes.
pitch black.
I wonder if I have any.
Oh yeah, you might check to see if you have any gear that.
Oops.
improves your physical instrument.
Yeah, let's see here. Oh, wrong one. This one?
Yeah.
Okay. To indirect modes of taxation.
Oh, yeah, drama.
I don't appear to.
Not yet, anyway.
Kind green ape pen. Was this Kim's?
I don't remember. You got another pen from Lena, maybe, I think?
Oh,
But I can't remember which one is
A
which.
thick layer of coal dust
Alright.
covers another
Oh,
pathetic
no.
yelp sounds off into the vast darkness of the
God.
chimney. You're a little embarrassed you produced it.
That's right. You could always put a point into physical instrument and try one more time. If you really want to get up there.
Let's see, which one is that?
It's under red somewhere. There it is.
Okay.
You have 2 points to spend, it looks like.
Oh, I can revert it.
Yeah. Oh, you just leveled up
whoops.
interfacing.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, accept changes.
Alright,
A
come
thick
on.
layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it something
There
breaks
you
loose
go.
in you.
Ah.
A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney.
Jeff is very happy you spent points.
Chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then
Oh.
you've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear
Okay.
a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Ah.
After you, officer.
Just wondering how you open that curtain. Back to the previous screen. Did it? I don't remember. Did I spend my points in such a way where it increased my health? Oh yeah, I see. I have 5. Man.
Yeah.
Oh, actually no. Oh no, that's
5 is
just my
your
consumables.
Yeah.
But I have 4 health instead.
Yeah, I think the thought in the thought cabinet, that
Oh,
the
okay.
shit compressor, I think that also raises all your red skills by 1.
Okay.
So that would have increased your health.
So raising all skills in one category, or at least, like, if I did all these skills, I could increase my brain health.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think you can. I think if you increase volition, it'll increase your brain health.
Oh, okay. Polyhedral dice, hundreds of them.
Mm-hmm. So close to it.
Purpose to contain thousands of dice. Interesting.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind? Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Ah.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Answers.
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice. How else can I help you then? How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people. Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
You're right, Inland Empire.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific? Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here.
Okay, that was the
Turns
first
out
place.
that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either.
Oh,
The others would laugh at you.
no!
It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Me neither. I just want it off my face. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Turn Kuno into a weapon?
Yeah.
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back. Kuno. Who's Kuno?
So the king around.
Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamine.
Oh god.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed? And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
What does she mean, to get off on it?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Even you can probably do better than that.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came. Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
I heard there's like food coloring that's made from like insect chitin.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else? They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
And so is producing something extraordinary. Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas. There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing. Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravishell Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean. He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherian.
Megatherian.
Megatherian, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life. By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Oh.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice? Don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore. Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie. Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
Pranks can be eerie. Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity. Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. What do you want to know? Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Customers have trouble paying bills.
Yeah.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it? I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Oh, good.
Is it now? I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises in sight. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
Oh. So what is this?
Shivers.
Shivers.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Cursed dice.
A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
I don't even remember how much real is. This it right here?
I think that's your real, yeah.
Yes, you definitely have the proper attitude. How about a pair of 100-sided dice, made of ivory and inlaid with lodestone, a naturally occurring magnet, to complement your magnetic personality? 10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours. It's true, magnetic dice are definitely different. When rolled together, the magnetic fields of the pips interact with each other to push and pull on each other as they're rolled, just like all magnetic personalities do. Maybe you have some other ideas for dice? What do you mean by cursed? Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die. Maybe you have some other ideas for dice? I think I have just the right one for you.
Police colors.
Not the most original, I know, but sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift for me.
Oh. Oh no. Okay.
Mr.
Yes.
Smooth moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Oh, what are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. I believe these dice are your lucky charm, officer.
She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else?
Let's see.
Oh, you got a
Zodiac
thought.
socioeconomics.
Oh. Let's see.
0.000% of communism has been built. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmazov fucked him over personally with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
Swing dialogue options plus 4 XP. Nice one, visual calculus. Nice one, authority. Alright. Okey-dokey. Cool. Okay. Oh yeah, I've already been here. What's the quickest way out?
There you go. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Close now.
I gotta leave the other way. So I guess it's evening now.
Oh yeah, looks like it's 21:20. So
I wonder if I can visit Martin Martinez.
Oh yeah, you might be able to.
Let's do that.
This orange machine is dead still. It
Still need a better pry bar.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can get in through this door if it's still locked.
I think it might be open now, but I don't remember.
There we go. This lady still sleeping. Let's see. Okay, I think maybe this way? Or no, it was a different balcony, right?
Yeah, I think it was the balcony down this way. Yeah. At the bottom. On like the... It's like an exit to the street.
Oh yeah, right here. Balcony. Oh. Just in traffic. Ride is falling on the city. A wrinkle of light pollution rate rises from the east. Oh, I do see a light on that door.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he must be not be here today, I guess.
Okay. Oh, something to interact with over there.
Yeah, I don't remember how you get up there. Oh, that might be part of a harbor, maybe.
Oh, okay. I wonder if I can still do the union stuff, or I have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Here's the corpse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's fenced off, so I can't actually walk over there. Okay, here's my jacket and trapdoor there. I see. What's this? Oh yeah, that was locked by something.
Yeah, I think you might need a key for that. I don't remember where you get it.
And I guess I need the password for that schedule, maybe.
Oh yeah, you need to find out the password.
I don't know what that would even do, though.
think it lets you learn a bit more about that company and their project. And it's pretty fun.
I guess I could try and do Union Harbor stuff. I don't know what else there would be to do unless I can like manually go to sleep.
Yeah, you can, but you know, it would waste the time you have left.
Yeah. Oh, Kuno's still there.
Yep.
The man before you is naked.
You could also try to
but
shoot
for
the
a
body
pair of
down again.
underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading.
Yeah, Kuno, fuck him up. So I guess I can shoot it down. I can also try climbing the tree.
I don't know about the tree thing.
Okay.
Jeff says you can.
I'll give it a once over. I already did these, I think.
Yeah.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess. Only the lower extremities are pink, with the cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos.
Maybe try to inspect
and
the belt.
extremities. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck.
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries. Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand.
Maybe you
paying
can
no
only
attention
attempt
to
it that first
community
time.
themselves.
Yeah,
The
maybe.
cadaver hangs.
I definitely took that the attempt to shoot him down and failed that check.
Oh, really?
It is something.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. Let's see. You can sleep after 21. Okay. Sleep heals all your health and morale. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Then it's 21 now.
Yeah. Of course, to go to sleep, you have to get to your bed. And I don't know if the guy in charge of the world interact is going to let you get in there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings.
Oh, well, you have some
on the railing.
Gear that's subtracting from your savoir-faire, so you might take that off
okay.
before you jump.
Okay. Let's take a look.
I know it was definitely your pants. Maybe your shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, you might check to see if you have anything.
I'll just put these on so I have pants on. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's check though. Oh.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
Discard the thought and the shoes.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power, crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world.
Oh, savoir-faire.
Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra-liberal. The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into.
Oh,
Makes
your
you
mouse
cool,
is low on battery.
calm,
Oh.
and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft yet crinkly.
Guess I gotta plug it in.
Yeah.
It should have been plugged in. Let's see. Nope. Come on. Okay. Something soft.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. Crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon. Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper. Yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with a Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away,
Oh
please.
God.
You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even, despite the strange feeling of regret.
Interesting. I don't know if I ever got that.
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCA is still
Gosh.
caught on the railing.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Morale.
Nope, no, that's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast, you're a boxer, and you've climbed way too high up there.
Oh, morale critical. Okay.
You could have died there. Shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey! What happened? I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
Alright.
I know there's something you can do to attempt this again without spending a point, but I don't want to spoil it too much.
Okay. So, I don't know if I have anything left to do for today then.
Yeah. So you can check your journal.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ask him to tell you about the case. Oh, did I not do that yet?
Oh, I guess not. Oh, it might have just updated it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe not.
Dr. Kierno.
Oh yeah.
Being the body down. Ask the harbor and ask for Everard Claire's help. Everard. To commercial area. Oh yeah, report back to Plaisance. Track down your badge. Oh yeah. Do you get my badge for that? Oh yeah. Call Sylvie. Searching for the caller. Despite lacking any obvious leads, this might take some time. Try a rich person. Rich people are educated. Okay. Smoke on the balcony. Sometime after 2100. Okay. I mean, it is after that, but I guess I have to wait until tomorrow for that.
Yeah, it must be. Must just be something you can't do on the first day.
Oh, I see I have an officer profile here.
Oh, yeah. Don't know.
Communist 6. Boring Cop 3. Superstar Cop 6. Apocalypse Cop.
Yeah.
Sorry Cop. Communist Fascist. Ultra-liberal Moralist. Cop Bad Cop Honor. People killed. Cases solved. Years in service. Oh yeah, you mentioned a pawn shop. I don't know if I...
Oh yeah, you can go try to find that.
Is there like some sort of time limit when I'll have to go to sleep? Or
Yeah, I think time stops at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay.
And you can't like advance anymore until you go to sleep.
There we go. Okay. Go on that. So I think I took like 2 morale damage there.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
I guess I could ask the police station for money.
I think you can also like talk to guard and maybe like negotiate on your payment, but I don't know how well that'll go.
Let's see. I'm trying to think where I haven't been and where a pawn shop might be. Maybe I don't think I've been here. Maybe I don't know if I talked to this person.
Yeah.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler. From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight, no explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days. Yeah, exactly. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? Forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They know what's up. Precise demands and so on. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us lorry drivers. Cam, your nurse. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Was the racist guy we talked to earlier, was he also a lorry driver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one. He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs. Nothing. I'm just messing with you, man. Don't mind my idle verbosity. He ain't one of us drivers.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out.
Analyzing the fundamental, a sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Yeah, it must be. Your job's to know all these little things, isn't it? Well, my job is to deliver tracksuit trousers.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if I've been down this direction yet.
I know the pawn shop is somewhere to the south.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it might be a place to check out.
Oops, I hit caps lock.
And Daisy's back.
Oh boy. Oh, there's some sort of plaque here.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet?
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement? Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings. Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
Profligacy?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola. Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
Electrochemistry, here we go.
Yep.
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple. His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay. Cocaine. Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinaise was leveled. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit. People in Martinaise tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Wow, you work hard.
C'est pas fair.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer.
Oh.
You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride. That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it.
Are you just gonna stare at me,
Day
Casey?
in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7 ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Every time you wipe your ass, they got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony, one tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here, total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
It's what free market fundamentals.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples? What are you, a racist? Be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
I like that as a last-ditch effort. It says you'll be a racist if you're not ultra-liberal.
That's pretty good.
I haven't seen that before. Oh, physical instrument.
White tank top, nice.
Handy.
Oh, there's someone over here. Oh, there's another lorry, I think. With money in it. I'll just take, I guess.
Yeah.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your... No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
Let's see what's over here. Okay, this is where the Strikebreaker guy is.
Yeah.
Is he still there? Yeah.
He was voiced by one of the Chapo guys in the original.
Oh,
voice
was he?
actor.
Oh, okay.
But I forget which one. I want to say...
Probably, I would say Felix.
I think it was
probably.
Felix.
Okay. Felix is the most kind of macho-y.
I remember who Will and Matt voiced.
Okay. Was Virgil in there? And
Yes, he was the guy on the balcony.
oh, okay. What about Amber?
I don't know if Amber was in there. I think that woman you talk to right after you wake up, I think she was voiced by someone from a podcast, but I can't remember if it was Amber. I don't think so.
Okay. There's something to click on over here. Tonic force crack the pavement.
Nope, there's a cat. Who would have guessed?
Oh, Daisy. There's a tree. Exiting onto the roof. So we're building here. Oh. There's the fed. Oh, pawn shop. Alright. Oh, there's someone over there. Water lockout of order until Wednesday.
I think right now it's Monday.
Okay.
So in 2 days you'll be able to get past there.
Get what? Get.
Oh, there's a water lock that creates a bridge you can cross.
Oh,
to get to a different area.
okay. I was wondering. I wasn't sure what a water lock was.
Yeah.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Push it over.
Nothing happens.
Oh, I probably should do that. I'm gonna hurt myself again.
From the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way?
Okay. Well, you must be.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
That guy's friend Barry is stuck on the other side.
No, Barry.
Evening, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershell.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. It's supposed to operate the waterlock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage. Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. Wouldn't want anyone moving the waterlock with debris still in the channel. It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes? Great! Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the waterlock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the third day.
Third day, yep, said.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
Sounds Lovecraftian.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing.
Aw.
It is salty.
Nice.
It is savory. It is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Nice guy. Oh, there's a...
Oh, yeah. Oh, you might get your bag out sometime just to see if there's, like...
Oh, yeah.
Stuff you can pick up. Oh, and get those gloves first.
Electrochemistry. All right. Bag.
Tools, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can look at the gloves I just picked up. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Oh, Kim has something to say.
I forgot I had to have the bag equipped to do that. Probably should have had the bag equipped going into the doomed commercial district.
Yeah. You can always go sweep through there again on some other day.
Yeah.
Time only passes when you're talking to people, so...
Oh, okay.
That's
interesting.
Just scope it out.
Oh, okay. I just want to look at this. It's for real estate. Free real estate. I didn't see what that said when I clicked on it. Dang it. Some sort of statue.
Yeah.
Film projector is wearing away. Okay.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
Oh, I can't buy the streetlight?
Oh, not yet. You need 670 more real.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyundal burning.
Sniff the shirt?
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay. But please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed teas, but this one was just pure exemplar.
This guy's portrait makes me think of Rob Halford.
Can see that resemblance.
A fan? No, I wouldn't go that far. But I do think the Hyundalaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality.
Nice.
Most people don't think that the man from Helmdale really existed, but they're wrong.
Oh my god.
I mean, even if the man from Helmdale didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Helmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I deal in goods, not services.
Physical instrument and shivers, but less authority.
Welcome to Helmdal, officer.
Nice. Tab.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real. If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape. Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna take psychic damage.
You can always just step away from the table. Come back tomorrow when you have, like, more mental health.
Yeah. Oh, something's bouncing over here.
Yeah, I think that means Kim wants to talk to you about something.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe.
Oh, okay.
The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. We should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCF shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Okay.
I think you can talk to the pawn shop manager, too.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone. The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors. Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard, he's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street. A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature. I've had to take it, you know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too. We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud, years getting sick. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths, cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could. No one's, everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forberg as I can. Still in the same city, but... I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
You said you'd done it before, yeah?
The lieutenant steps away. On display. Looks like he doesn't doesn't want you to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
If you say so, here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
Oh, do I just take it now? For now.
I respect your decision, officer. What else can I help you with? Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Excuse me?
The lieutenant shifts from one.
What? Oh no!
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
My rapid fit.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the Force. We have to find her.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course.
Okay. I guess I should go back to whirling and rags. And it'll come back to this cabinet when I have more morality. I wonder if maybe I should boost my, was it volition to increase my morality?
Yeah, your
not morale, not
yeah.
morality.
Yeah, that affects your morale.
Maybe I'll do that before going to sleep. So I'll get the free heal.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anywhere else I haven't gone yet. Oh. To the River of Filth.
There's a yellow dot over there.
Yeah. Macaronis. Oh, plastic tar. It says humanitarian aid, not lethal aid.
Yeah. I think if you come back here tomorrow, there's someone selling stuff here.
Oh, okay.
I recognize that, like, jacket or something there. And I think it's Will Menaker.
Oh,
At least
okay.
it was when I played.
Okay, and this is where the
water lock or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Great. Oh, nice jackpot. Okay, let's go back to the whirling rags.
Yeah.
to try and negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
So some young lady has my gun.
Yeah.
Some people. Oh, rum. Oh no.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you tear with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
It's drink o'clock.
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself. Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that?
Cat.
Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick
God.
the counter.
Only a little.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. It would go well with those cigarettes. That's a great
No, now I have a quest to get a drink.
Yeah.
Guy's asleep. Wild Pines.
A colourful piece of
That's the
plastic
harbor
is
company.
dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
Oh.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Do I steal pills from this guy?
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
That is a way to get into the dock.
Yeah. Plus one ruckus.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Oh, Daisy.
Oh, I was... Oh, got the disco ball going. Oh, this door's open.
Oh yeah, the kitchen. I forgot it opens after like 3 or something, it said. What a cat in my face.
He's been very active tonight. There's a door here.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
The winch. Outside. In the backyard. Remember? No? Your fingers do.
Well, if there was a winch, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The door does not budge.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Yes. Another thing. Great. I love those. Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes? Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker? Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why? Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple? Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it. Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real. Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I was about to say something. Oh, okay.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Let's go to the motor carriage. Oh, there's a room here too. Looks like maybe.
Yeah, I think that opens up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Daisy, you look tired. You should go to sleep.
Yeah. A long day of getting in the way of us streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no reason just for vanity.
Honestly, that sounds like an amazing physics demonstration.
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence. I don't know, is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back. No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
But thank you.
Yes, the bird's nest Roy, near the canal. We've been there. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
All right, let's not take them now. Then come back once we realize we have to have this conversation again, and then take them.
The cage at the back.
I confiscated this for a little while.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Oh, okay. That's what that was.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop. Gone forever.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesque banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Sell my clothes. In front of a corpse, good lord. Access your pawn menu.
Yeah, that's where you can sell like the
Anything
items
else
you
you're
picked up that
thinking
are
of
worth
selling?
something.
Ah, okay. Postcards. Pen. Shot put ball. Antique rifle. Filament memory. the delta on the dice set. Cool.
Another time, perhaps. Sure thing. Sure, man.
Alright. Daisy. I wonder if... Oh yeah, there's that sleeping worker. I wonder if I should try...
I think you only get that one shot, actually, to get the key card.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's when a check is in red like that.
Ah, okay.
But I guess you can check.
Daisy, please.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's
Oh,
on
no,
his
you
way
can
to
still
where
do
he
it.
just came from, into the primordial darkness. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Oh, it's a red check. It cannot be retried.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
Hmm.
mean.
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick. No, he's looking the other way. Yes, purposefully.
Seal the document. Oh,
that means the key card?
I guess. Just in the pocketbook and take this aside. Oh, close the case. So I've opened it.
Okay,
I've
yeah.
opened
So now you
and
want to get the...
I see.
You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says, 5 real. It feels nice and greasy. Yum yum. Money.
Oh, God.
Think of all the things you can buy with this. The synapses in your brain fire with glee. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you can get into the dock tonight, but you can do that tomorrow if you can find where you use the key card, which I think you might have already seen.
Yeah, I think so. Across the way from, what's his name?
Measurehead.
Measurehead.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me? As a police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at your word without evidence. Evidence being money. You can't stay here without money. Oh, wonderful. Try to do that. I'll have to call you an ambulance. Not until you bring me the...
Okay. I might have something...
I really didn't want to.
Oh, Lieutenant. We're done here. Yes. Have you got it? Does that arrangement include you game? Everything is just a game to you, isn't it? Not until you...
Okay.
I really didn't want to resort to this.
Oh, Lieutenant. We're done here. Yes. Have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying... What about what I have been doing? You're not the goddamn protagonist of this story. I am. This is my hostel cafeteria, and I need my money. Not until you bring me the...
All right.
I really didn't...
Sort of that
Oh,
refrees the
Lieutenant.
Kim thing.
We're done here.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you got... Well? Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Alright. I'll just make sure there isn't anybody else I can talk to. Okay, no. Some trash room.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Okay. And we can stop.
Yeah.
We're almost at 3 hours.
Ending the first day is a pretty good place to end it, I
is
think.
brisk.
Yeah.
The lieutenant is silent for a moment.
9 hours on one day of the game, though.
Then,
roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes.
Daisy, there's a cat in here. Daisy looks confused by the presence of a cat.
He looks so devastatingly with that cigarette.
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes. Yes, it's been a long and eventful day. Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. The body is still hanging from that tree, which is unfortunate. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him, so that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Prison 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
It's impressive, to say the least. For a man your age, especially. Those are some stylish shoes too, by the way.
No. Oh yeah, I forgot I put those on.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol. Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been able to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM. We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station closely. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in the watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power. You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
I'm not going to ask him that question.
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courant and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. Yes, the international community's mission in Ravachol, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we do. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Ravachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum. The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world. What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats. Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something ominous. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me. The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen. Do you?
Jeez.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes. Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez, most of them at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid. Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate. Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Oh yeah, let me see if I can put a point in, was it Volition?
Yeah.
Okay, I might do that.
Yeah, that might unlock some... I can't remember if there was any Volition checks you haven't been able to do, but there might be.
Oh, keep your morale up. Psyche base plus 30, learned skill 0. Oh, here we go, level up. Nice. Yep, there it is, 4. See you, Kim. Alright, where's my bed?
I think it's the thing there.
That mass of stuff.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
No!
And then sleep doesn't come. Maybe it's the bed's fault. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh, uh-oh. I think it probably wants me to go to the body, yeah. Oh, disco ball.
Yeah.
Oh. Autosave.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth? Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium. Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding? You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover. Oh yes, party boy. And
Oh,
it's
no.
worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
No, is my name Harry?
Maybe. Oh, and you're up.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe I can close.
Good going, buddy.
It's like,
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself. Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago with me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die. Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired. Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Okay.
All right. Got a lot done today. Hopefully we can get that body down on day 2. But if not, you can finish the game without getting the body.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
There's very little you actually need to do in this game to finish the game.
Okay, good. Is it mostly just playing out the days then?
Yeah.
Alright, well, thanks for watching. I'm having a real good time with this game.
Yeah, it's very fun.
I got through 1 full day.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll pick it back up next week with day 2.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, bye-bye.